Hello, everyone. I'm sorry it's not next week, which is what I was expecting to do. So it should be a fortnight fold, but it looked as though it was going to be a train strike this Wednesday. So travel would have been difficult for my in person work. So thank you for being flexible. So the next one, hello, Barbara. Good morning. The next live fold won't be until Wednesday, the 30th of November. And it'll be, just to be awkward again, it's going to be at 1 p.m. rather than 2 for a change. Hello, Alberto. Lovely to have you here. So, yeah, it's Stephen. Lovely to have you here too. Thank you so much for coming along. Sorry, it's such short notice to have changed it round. I was hoping 2 weeks. But anyway, we'll just have to go with the flow. Things can be disruptive. And who knows, trains might still have been a bit difficult today. So just glad to offer this. So I thought I'd take a slightly different format this week. I'm not going to tell you what we're going to fold. But it is a traditional fold. It's one that I've only just come across recently. And it just felt kind of nice and autumny, really. Penny, lovely to have you here. Thank you for coming along, all at such short notice. But I hope anyway, it's good that it keeps going. And the next one, as I said, won't be until Wednesday, the 30th of November, and it'll be at 1 o'clock because I've got something else happening at 2. So, yeah, just keeping you on your feet. Marnie, lovely to have you here. It's great that somehow you spot these things. Do you have like a little notification, or whether you just keep an eye out? I really appreciate it. You all have gold stars for your commitment, I have to say. So in a moment, you'll get yourself some paper. Excellent. Oh, Flapping Bird is always a great one. Adrienne, lovely to have you here. Hello. So in a moment, get yourself some paper. As I said, I'm not going to tell you what it is we're going to fold. So paper. This is a traditional fold from what I understand. And it will involve one of these, a pair of scissors as well. I think this one is from Japan, and actually they do use cutting on occasion too. So get yourself a little pair of scissors and a piece of paper. Just trying to think which side is which for the... Oh, I always find it really difficult to think through the colours. No, I never quite know. Let's just see. You'll be cursing me when it's not the colour that you want it to be. But yeah, any paper will do. And let's just see what happens. So I just chat for a couple of minutes. What else? You can see I managed to cut myself with a knife. That's not good. Cutting. We've got too sharp a flipping kitchen knife, and a bit wobbly before when you're hungry. It's a really bad time to chop things. I'm gonna have to be a lot more careful, or use a really rubbish blunt knife. I think that has to be the solution. Plain paper today. I think that's a good idea, Money. So I'm a little bit, yeah. You're very welcome. I'm so glad, Alberta, that you find it useful. Jess, well, welcome. So glad you could make it. Hurrah! Oh, you're welcome. So yeah, I'll just wait till 5 past, because it can take people a little time to discover it and to join. And as I said, this time it's going to be a mystery. Maybe all folds should be mysteries, hey? I don't know. Is it helpful to know what you're folding, or is it just fun to feel like a kid when you don't know what it is? Like a little present that you're going to unfold, open, or in this case, fold. So, yeah, let me think. I should be able to think out the colours. Which side? Yeah, I like a mystery too. Barbara, why haven't I done this before? I think normally because I've already released a film and then I do the live fold of it, so it's fairly obvious what it is. Whereas this will be one which I'll do a film of. Yeah. I think that would be that colour. Oh, so I think this will be the coloured side. I could have it wrong, and I'm not going to tell you what colour either. So whatever you've got, just enjoy the journey in a moment. But as I said, you need a piece of paper and you need a pair of scissors. This will be an important one. Oh, fantastic. We have got a group of us. That's amazing, isn't it? So yeah, next one, Wednesday, 30th of November at 1 o'clock. Just to be awkward. I'm just keeping you on your toes. So grab that board. Yeah, it's great to have you back, Jess. Very happy to have you back. Yeah, we've kept up the fold. I have to say, actually, I have been doing less sort of folding myself too. So I do get that, Jess. Sometimes you just have to go with your whatever your interests are at the time. And I sort of keep this going, and then kind of at times will rediscover things and other times not, and that's fine as well. Yeah, it's all there. Excellent. You're 5 a.m., Barbara. That's so early. Oh no, what if our clock's changed in a bad way for you? 5 a.m.? Gosh, I hope this will be worth it. So take your piece of paper, or make your piece of paper. If you're making a piece of paper, then just take, oh, no problem. That's very kind of Eric to send a message. Thank you, Penny. So just line it up and then make your square. Oh, yes. Great. Are you happy? Does anybody need me to demonstrate making a square? I do it quite often, don't I? So get your square, make a diagonal line. Excellent. Well, you can use your unusual scissors if you can't find your usual. And we'll do the other diagonal line, like so. That's it. Good strong fold. There we go. Happy, everyone? Both diagonals. Kitchen scissors be here. Whatever you have at hand. I think scissors would be helpful though. Right, so I've done both diagonals, and then we're going to turn it over. It's like a little tent, and we're going to do a horizontal and a vertical, like so. There we go. So horizontal, and opening it up, and then the other way as well. So we did our diagonals on one side, turned it over. I did the horizontals, horizontal, vertical. Right, I've been rubbish at telling you which side is which. Ideally, the inside here would be white, and this would be coloured. But apologies if I've messed it up for you. It is a surprise what it's going to be. So take your piece of paper and bring it all together to make like a little, almost looks like a flower, and then squash it down. There you go. Lovely. Next, we're going to take the outside diagonal, so it's open up here, the outside top, and then fold it along that vertical line. This is very much like a crane at the moment. I think it's based on a crane, really. That'll be its origins, I reckon. So much you can do with that. Yeah. You can make art with your hands. So again, that top diagonal, folding it to the middle. Just take your time. There we go. I'm needing to see what I'm doing. It's good to be accurate. Accuracy is very pleasing as well. There we go. And turn it to the back. It's the same thing, that top open edge, bringing it to the middle line. Like so. I'm looking forward to my finger coming back into action. I'm still sort of holding up all the time somehow. This edge to the middle. And it wasn't from paper, no paper cut. It's one of those things people do say, is it a hazard, paper cuts with origami? Never had a paper cut with origami. You think so carefully with a paper, that's just not going to happen. But it is something people say, is that hazard? I don't think so. The power in the middle. Ooh. Right, so hopefully you got something like this. Looking good? Could be a tree, couldn't it? Could be so many things. We're going to take this bottom triangle and just fold it up just to give it a line. And then undo it. Happy? And then our next step is to open up the flaps. Top layer. Bring it down. This is very much like the crane, rolling in the top, rolling in the sides. So far it is the crane, but it's not. We're not making the crane. And then rolling in the sides. All those, you're not adding any extra lines, but you have to change the direction. That's always a little bit fiddly. So get your fingers encouraging it into the other position. There we go. Like so. Lovely. And then turn to the back. Same thing again. Opening the top layer. Taking that top layer. Bringing it down. Again, just enjoy the feel of the paper. Going slowly, being patient. You have to get the lines there. Coax the lines into the right position. I find your fingers. There we go. I'll probably make it look easy. It's not necessarily as easy as that. Or maybe it is. I hope so. So hopefully you've got something which is very much like the first stages of the crane. But things will change. Happy? Has it got to this point, everyone? So you've got one end which is the leggy end, and I'm going to turn it upside down so that end really is the leggy end. Leggy end and wings at the top. So all doing this together. So these wings, just bring the wings down, front and back. So it's this shape. Happy? There you go. Like that. But let me know if you need me to show anything again or at all. I will happily do so. So I've brought the wings down. Okay, I'm assuming you're up with me. So in a moment, we're going to take that top diagonal and fold it to the middle line. Great, thank you, Money. So it's just that top layer. There's two layers there. Taking that layer and folding it along the middle line. The power of the middle. Only there was more moderation generally. Again, that top diagonal, bring it to the middle line. Like so. Happy? Great. It does. It makes it enjoyable. I completely agree, Alberto. I think going slowly, I mean, what's the point of doing it unless you're going to enjoy it? It is doing it that should be the most enjoyable part of it. It's nice to have a finished thing, but actually doing it is the really exciting bit. And how it makes you feel, I think, is the most important thing. So you're going to take that top diagonal edge and again, folding along the middle line. We'll see what mystery unfolds. That top edge, again, along the middle line. Great. So it should be looking like this. And our next step may involve wings. I'm not going to say too much, but it may do. Yeah, I do. A little bit of symmetry is good. The symmetry is going to be lost in just a moment, actually. So we're actually going to take out one of the sides, but what I want you to do is we're bringing it out, and I think this is one I cannot do into the camera. I don't know why, but I will need to see what I'm doing here, and then I'll try and show you. So what I'm trying to do is pull up the wing. Let me see. So it's looking like this, and I'm going to take out just one at the side and sort of pull it up, but sort of tilt it so that the flat area is sort of facing you. And you'll also get, so you'll sort of see a flat wing there, and you see a little sort of triangle there as well. It's a bit of a guesstimate. So you've done one side, hopefully. And then it'll be the same on the other side. So taking this, I guess I'm sort of bringing it up sort of in the middle, but then I'm sort of twisting it so that it faces you, Plus you have, oh, keep playing. Again, I just cannot do it facing into a camera for some reason. My brain just won't have any of it. So it was down there and I lifted it up and then I had to sort of bring it up to reveal the inside of the wing. And when you press it down, there's a little bit of a sort of triangle there. Something like that. And so they look fairly similar to each other. How does that look for you? Thank you, Alberta. Yeah. It's a bit of a scary knife. It's too flipping good. I don't want to cut myself. It was an accident. Chopping up some herbs just before eating. Anyway, it will get better. Come on, body, heal. The moment of plaster is a good idea. It's just your fingers are very delicate, so you'll hit them all the time unless it's protected. But I'm looking forward to my finger coming back because I keep on holding it out, which makes things a lot more tricky. It is pretty, isn't it? I mean, it could become many things, actually. Are you happy? Have you all got your sort of strange shape with the little wings? Keen to make sure we're all together. I'm going to presume in a moment that we are. Right, we are going to make a head for this one. So this bit that sticks up, I just want you to push down and you'll find, to be honest, I think it'll only really fold in that one position. So it folds down like that. Yours isn't symmetric. Well, mine might not be symmetrical either. Just play with it until it is symmetrical. Those wings, yeah. Great. So I took that top sticking up triangle and I pushed it down. Just doesn't it? I mean, it could be many things. I agree. I think you could adapt this. It might give you ideas as to what else you could play with this structure. So then open it up. So we've got that crease there. Next, I want you to take the very top and sort of bring it down to about that point. We're actually just making crease lines and then we'll sort of assemble it. So I've just brought it there just to add another crease. We've got one line there, one line there. That's it. So keep that down. And we are adding a little tuck for a beak. It might be a bird. So just adding a little bit of a crease. So you'll end up with a sort of cute looking beak from the other side. I mean, it could already be a little gliding bird, couldn't it? Bit of a wide one. So at the moment I had, just to recap, folded it down and then I opened it up and then I took the top and I folded it to that point. Oh, folded it to that point and then I opened it up and I just wanted to make a little sort of tuck down and then up to make a cute little beak. So maybe, just maybe, keep it like that and I think you might just about then be able to tuck it down that way. It's already in that position and then I just pushed it down to that original line. And you've sort of got a little face there emerging. But you can fiddle around with it until you're happy with it. I think my beak could be a little bit smaller. So never an exact thing. There's probably, I'm sure, a better way of teaching the face, but I think that's good enough for now. How's yours getting on? Like I'm still playing around with this. Smaller beak for me. There we go. Something like that. A little beak in the middle, ideally. Great. How's yours looking? If you can get something that looks a bit like that. Remember, this is just a first go, isn't it? You can always do another too. Probably help when you know what it is. Any guesses? Like that. Right. Yeah, it is. It is thick, but I quite like that about it. It's quite sculptural. Good. I'm glad it looks good money. Right. Is everybody ready for the next step? Happy? You're going to need your scissors now. It's all over to scissors at this point. So if we turn it round, do say if you need more time. We're going to do a cut there and there as well. And it kind of releases that area of paper. Like that. And the same there. You need to see what I'm doing. So going through both layers up to that point there. There we go. Great. Yeah, it is nice, isn't it? It just makes you think there's many different ways of creating something. Yes, Marnie, you're right. It felt quite autumny now. I just really like this. I just came across it. It seems to be traditional from what people have said. And I think it makes sense with scissors as well, that it may well be. So we're going to next make it a little bit more shapely because these things are sticking up a bit too much. So I'm going to cut it sort of from there upwards, and you probably don't want it quite as long. So here goes. I'm slightly losing the end of it and cutting it like that. Yeah, it is magical. It's nice to cut. Released a different shape there. Lovely to think someone would have suddenly realised, oh, I wonder what happens if I do this, and then found that discovery. There we go. It's not quite balanced. So if you go now to the front, you can hopefully see quite a balance if it's not quite right. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. There we go. Happy? Has everyone got to that point? It really does feel very sort of bird of prey, doesn't it, that head? I really liked it. We're almost there. It's pretty much just one cut. And then we're going to give it some feet because it's rather clever. We're going to be able to make feet at the front and you'll still be able to see his tail as well. So I wonder what other things you could do, just adding a cut to be able to change things. So we're going to add then a cut to that top layer in the middle to about there. Not super high, not super low. So I've cut there to about that sort of point. Oops. Yeah, that's good. And then it's just that top layer, and then you should be able to get the foot and pull it up and pull it out sideways. Make it sort of horizontal, and the same with the other one. Okay. Managed to trim off the end, just below my finger with one of those. Yeah. There we go. I'm going to have to match mine up a bit now. I'm not going to trim off the end of my other finger though. Yeah, so this is quite good. It's quite a good way of matching things up. But there we go. We have like a nice little feet. Maybe they could be a little bit longer. And then you can see also the tail behind as well. I just thought it felt just so owly. There we go. There we go. And you could kind of mount it on something. Oh, lovely. Excellent. That's a good idea. Yes, you have got a nice little, it reminds me of a cockatoo as well. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's great. Has anyone ever folded this one, but folded and kirigami'd it as well? Has anyone ever made this before? Yes, there is a slight. The feet are definitely a bit penguin, aren't they? Yeah. I don't know how old this is. It's obviously based on a crane with somebody going, I wonder what happens if I do that. Has anyone ever folded this before? Or is this a new one for you all? I just thought it'd be really nice for autumn. No idea what I'll do by the 30th. Done the same. Ah, excellent. New. Oh, good. I'm glad, Adrian. It's nice to bring along new things. Oh, it's just, yeah, they're good, aren't they? Oh, lovely. I'm really glad. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm not into the whole cute thing either, but it is a nice change. I don't know that this is cute actually. I think it's rather nice. I did have a go at sort of drawing on it. I didn't like it. I just thought it was nice, left simple. Uh, yes, turtle. I haven't made it. That's one for the future. That's for sure. Yes. Cuts. Yes, I see what you mean. But I thought it was worthwhile. It's a bit like the prawn or the shrimp. You go, yeah, it's worth it. It is worth it. It needs it. Yeah. Oh, well, I hope that was a treat. I hope it was nice to be a little bit surprised and taken on a journey. And I'm wishing you a good few weeks. Oh, sorry, it won't be until the 30th now after having 2 weeks together and then big old gap in between. But that's just how it goes. We just have to go with the flow of life, don't we? I can wish you all to keep well and to look after yourselves and enjoy making more owls if you feel like it. I could make some nice decorations. You're very welcome. Take care, everyone. And it'll be 1 p.m. on the 30th, just to be awkward. Thanks ever so much. Take care, everyone. Have a good rest of your day. Oh, Melvin, you'll be able to watch back. I'm glad you could join the end. You've got a bit of a spoiler, haven't you? Because actually, everybody else didn't know what we're folding, but I think you do now, Melvin. Wise owl. Take care. Bye.